My name is Sonia and I'm a full-time school teacher in Australia. And I have been in Australia for 12 years now. I came from Nepal. My cultural background is Nepalese. I would say it's Nepalese, but my parents were born in Bhutan and they migrated to Nepal, and then we migrated to Australia.
Is your sense of belonging more within the Nepalese community, or is it within wider?
Nepalese community and also wider community, because working with students from variety of cultures now has broadened knowledge, and then get to know people from a lot of other countries and getting to know children of other refugee children and sharing these stories. It's I would say I'm really multicultural and very global. I wanted to be a paramedic, but then as growing up and having the love to be around children and getting a job at the school straight after year 12, I was offered a job by my principal. Then I had a second thought, and I thought I would enjoy being at the school, being around with children. My parents always wanted me to be happy and healthy and be successful. So I have 3 older brothers, and we came to Australia as a family, and we were very, very poor. And coming to Australia had provided us with lots of opportunities and privilege to stay in a safe house, be surrounded with safe people, and get the education that we deserved, which our parents couldn't get when they were children. Because I feel like every child should get the education they deserve. And we did get the education, but our parents did not. And our parents not being able to be educated, I think brings lots of hope for them that coming to Australia would have their children be educated, and especially a girl child. Being me a girl child, like my mom she didn't go to school for a day because she was a girl child. And she always wanted me to go to school, be a successful woman, educated women, and financially independent women. Yes, I always wanted to go to the university. If I was back in Nepal, I would not have achieved this. In here, I got to go to the university, I got to pursue my career, and I have got a professional job now, and I'm the first one to graduate in my family and take my parents to graduation. Yeah, like even today, working in a multicultural schools, I have worked at like few schools in Adelaide, and I have seen lots of people from my community not being involved, not being engaged in the education they are getting now, and we have lots of opportunities here. I think back in Nepal, we were happy. Our life was happy. We were happy because we hadn't seen any of these good lifestyles, healthy lifestyles. All we saw was what we lived in. So in here, if children have everything, they should have everything. Literally, they have a free education, which they're very lucky to have, and they just take this as a granted. And yes, they miss schools. Their parents sometimes don't drop kids to the school. And it's disappointed. It's very unhappy to experience this. My parents always said that life is always better with education. You'll live happy life when you are educated. People will not betray you, not hate you, and put you down. I was very committed, I was very dedicated, and I was self-driven. No one actually had to tell me to go to school, study. I always woke up, go to school every morning, studied, stayed after school to get additional support if I did not understood something. I just wanted to be an educated girl. There were lots of challenges coming to a new country, speaking a new language, wearing new clothes, and eating different food was a big challenge. Going to school with our lunch, speaking our accent, caused lots of drama at the school with our peers. They would judge us with accent, we brought with us and with our experiences. It was very difficult, but then you can't really do anything about what people think. We just changed our ways of looking at them and just ignored and keep going on what we had to go through. With my past education, I'm very proud of following my dreams and just not giving up and not bringing, like for example, my parents are doing okay, they work, they get paid, but that did not stop me to become a professional. That keeps some people thinking, yeah, I don't have to study, I can do a labor job, I can do this job, it's going to keep me happy, it's going to pay me, but I just continued studying because we should study. I think we should get the education. When I was in year 10, I got a scholarship for a science field trip to go to London. Only 10 students from South Australia would be selected from public schools, and I was one of them, being good at maths and science, and I used to love maths and science, and I used to enjoy doing maths and science, and then I got a scholarship. It was the happiest moment. Looking at the big places like that, meeting with people outside of the box. Like, I had never met anyone outside my family or my community. People in higher places would actually give us a hope that if other people can do it, why can't we do it? We can do anything that we want to do. Yeah, apart from my family, my teachers were very supportive in Australia. Even coming to Australia, the teachers were really helpful, really friendly. They always supported us. They wanted to hear our story, and they always provided us with additional support at the school. And my primary school teacher was very dedicated to educate refugee children, and she always thought outside of the box. For example, once, I would like to share this. We were learning, and it was the school holidays. She contacted our parents, and she said she would like to take us shopping, and she would like to show us outside of school what it is like, what's it like to be in Australian community. And we spent all day during December school holidays with our teacher. That showed me how important it is to have a positive relationship with a teacher, and yeah, that's why I also wanted to become a teacher, to give what she gave it to us, to the children, poor children, vulnerable children, and children who needs that additional support. I'm very grateful as a teacher, and I'm trying my best, and I give 100% every day.
So going from primary school to secondary, how was the decision made about which secondary school you go to?
My parents made that decision for me. My brothers, I would say my parents didn't really know, but they wanted me to go to a private school. I still don't know why. They chose a private school for me, but after a year, I wanted to be at the same school as my brother, so I moved to the public school, to the nearest school from my house. And I think I made the best decision. Private school, they were very strict, less freedom. It was just the curriculum learning, no extracurricular activities. It was like you have to be this way, you have to wear certain clothes, you have to wear your hair certain way, you have to be certain way, you have to act certain way, but it did not allow me to be who I was. Yeah. So, and I told my parents I don't want to be at that school, and I changed. It was good. It was very good. The teachers were very helpful, and I was able to go to school with my brother every day, and yeah.
So when you were deciding to go to university, who made that decision? I
made that decision by myself, as I always wanted to go to the university to get the education. I told my parents I'm going to the university, and they were very happy. It was difficult.
What was challenging?
Some of the tutors were a bit judgmental. Not all the tutors. No, no.
Sorry, I'll put a bit of it.
Yeah. In placement, it wasn't as bad because yeah, I got to, yeah, the placement was okay, but university was a bit difficult at times. I think it's up to me to make it better for me. I did not allow those judgmental, those I don't know if I would call it racism or what people were feeling. I wouldn't be able to change that, but I changed that by myself, by being involved with other friends that are acceptable, other tutors that were acceptable, inclusive tutors. I found some incredible inclusive tutors, and it was just a 2-hour class anyway, so just I think we just got through it. I found my friends in my first year, and they're still my closest friend today. Yeah.
Are they from a range of cultural backgrounds?
One of my friends is Greek, she was born here, and one of my friends is Russian, and she was born here. Yeah, I have 2 friends from uni, and they're my closest friend, they're my best friends.
A successful young adult woman now could tell your 12-year-old Sonia some advice. What would you tell her?
Play sports. Would ask my parents to enroll me to sports. That's something I wish I had done, but it's none of our fault. It's not my parents' fault, it's not my fault. We didn't really know much about how to get into it, yeah, what to do, but I wish I really played sports, and what people think about you does not matter. For example, like people will tell you that you can't do this, you won't be able to do this because you look certain way, you speak certain way, you eat certain food. It's just about who you are as a person, and who you would want to become is what matters. And as long as you're happy, your parents are happy, your family, your community is happy, that's it. Not community, your inner self. I'm very emotional, but I'm strong as well. Yeah.
Sort of like when you're 16, 17, would you have any words of advice?
My race, my color, my religion does not matter. It should define me. I was very self-conscious. Like everyone would be, I think, in that age about if people are judging you with who you are as a person. Everyone is very like self-conscious, and sometimes would think like really if I was someone else, if I was born here, but no, that is very wrong. Being born in a refugee camp, I think I am very lucky because I have learned so many lessons. I have learned so many things so many children would not be able to learn, and because of that, it's who I am today.
Do you still see yourself as somebody from refugee background, and does that stop at some stage?
I don't think it will stop because that's something I've carried with me, and no matter where I go, it will always be with me.
Do you think that's...
Take the opportunities. There's lots of opportunities, but they won't come knock on your door. You have to go there, you have to find your inner peace, you have to find where you're going to be happy, you have to find your happy place, safe place, go for it, work hard, be successful. If you were back in your refugee camp, you would not ever get this. And no matter how successful you are, do not forget what your parents have been through.